Cotton's logbook entry 25. Since writing the last entry I managed to find a large pond with a waterfall. It's actually really easy to get to the top of the waterfall as the ground slopes upwards to the top of the cliff on the sides. There the water first flows into a stream before actually exiting into the waterfall. So what is the source of the stream? Another waterfall! There's a really cool overhang structure from another cliff above the stream, with the waterfall running down the side of it. The source of this waterfall is a small water basin on top of the cliff, which is sourced by yet another waterfall, although this last one is somewhat small compared to the other two. The source of this waterfall is a slightly bigger basin, which is located on the very top of the cliff/hill. Standing at that point gives you a really beautiful view of the environment. I was wondering where all the water came from for that top basin, as quite a large amount of water is flowing out of it, which rain would be way too slow to replenish. If it even rains here, I don't know. But I noticed that the basin has a hole at the bottom that water seems to flow from. I have no idea where that water comes from though. My only guess is that it maybe comes from the large pond, however I have no idea how the water would be able to move upwards to the top basin. I thought that I would come across more liquids when exploring new spaces, so I bought some water testing strips that I now store in my tail bag. When using the strips on the water at the top, it turns out not only to be regular water, but also that it's clean enough to be drinkable. I've been here for a couple of hours now, and the sky has become darker. It seems to actually line up really accurately with the time in Origin space. Since the sky is now darker, more planets have begun to become visible, and there are way more than I first thought there were. One other thing is that the place doesn't actually have a sun. It has 2 suns! At first I didn't stare into the suns due to something called common sense, so I didn't notice. However, now that I was focusing more on the sky again, I happened to notice this. I think these are called binary star systems. It's absolutely incredible how many interesting features this space has. Since I was so focused on exploring this place, I totally forgot about eating dinner, so I will have to go back home and do that, plus a bunch of other responsibilities I need to take care of. I would honestly prefer to stay here, as eating is kind of a pain in the ass, but I know that it wouldn't be a very good idea to do so. After that I will definitely come back here again. I really want to see what the sky looks like when it gets totally dark.